Is that
He gonna tell you don't do it. Come to him.
No. Listen,
come to me.
Don't
listen. I'm gonna tell you.
No.
I admire
listen,
your independence.
I admire.
And if you can do it,
listen,
you should try.
I believe everyone knows who we're sitting with right now, but just in case, we definitely got Mr. Pusha T himself. Then we got the music man over here, Steven Victor, all right, from Universal Music Group. I want to touch on something else as well, the importance of labels, or rather a discussion behind indie labels and like obviously signing a major. I think sometimes it's a little bit unfortunate that these days, especially with certain artists promoting or villainizing more or less a major, and they're kind of promoting like, oh, just do it yourself or go indie. Where that's great, I think it's safe to say if that works for you, it works for you. But that doesn't necessarily mean you should villainize or not take an opportunity at a major. So can we discuss?
It doesn't work.
Right.
It worked for one person, Chance the Rapper.
Well, that's right.
Wow.
I mean, listen. If you
Steven said it, not me.
No, if you look at the biggest artists in the world,
No,
right?
True.
Just take like all the biggest artists in the world. Who's independent?
Right.
Like nobody can do it by themselves. You figure that's like a label person saying, "Hey, you don't need a producer. You're a rapper. Just make the beat yourself."
Right.
It's the same thing. Like I never understood that thing.
You look like.
Well, I'm gonna say this. Chance is a great example, but watching new artists create their own fan bases, watching them, shoot their own videos, create their own hype, get their own buzz up before the label even. I mean, look at everybody we look at without.
Listen. It's fine. You can build your own fan base, and you should.
I'm not gonna say don't be indie. If you go for it, try. It's fine.
All I'm saying is that
He gonna tell you don't do it. Come to him.
No. Listen,
Come to me.
Don't
listen. I'm gonna tell you.
No.
I admire your independence.
I admire.
And if you can do it,
listen,
you should try.
Listen.
If you can.
Listen.
Take off your suit, man.
No. Listen, I admire it as well, but like I said, it depends on what kind of artist you want to be. To me, I'm not in it as an executive, as a manager, as someone that's in the music business. I'm not in it for indie gains. I'm in it for massive success, and I think that if you want to have massive success,
Stop.
No, listen. I mean, if you look at the biggest artists in the world,
right?
I don't know any that's. Just look at the top. Just go on a list. There's a list. Everybody has a list these days, right? Just look at the top 10 or top 20 list, and do the. I'm not telling you anything that you can't research. You know what I mean?
Well, listen, that's a fact.
Fact check.
But I mean, I'm from an era in hip hop where we celebrated, like I'm from Virginia. What's up?
Virginia in the house. Get this guy
right.
here. So he's been repping.
It's East Coast, of course, Southern, of course, but it wasn't considered the dirty South, right? So we always admired and loved the stories of like all the indie labels. Suave House, 8 Ball, and JG.
Those indie labels, they had partners.
Oh my God! Not at first they didn't.
No, not at first. That's why I said it depends.
Mind you, the CEO of Suave House was his management partner. Why?
Oh, listen, Tony Draper's a genius. He taught me everything I know. Yeah, he's still a genius, but at the end of the day, he still had a partner. Like at one point,
after a while, that's it.
Listen, when he wanted to take it to the next level,
When he wanted to take it to a next level, right?
Yeah.
Well, he was successful before.
That's the whole point.
He was
of
successful
life.
though, right?
Yeah, but that's the whole point of
You can tell what their group chats look like. This is why one has to be asleep while the other's awake.
Look, man.
Because this is what happens when they're both awake.
But this is why we come to a happy median, and when we do agree, it's usually right.
You got to go through these conversations.
Yeah, you got to go through it. And I still disagree with him right now.
So why ain't you independent?
Good question.
Listen, because you're
man.
playing. Listen, I don't know anybody that's, if you're playing basketball, if you're playing football, nobody says I want to go to. If you're a football player, you don't say, hey, I want to go to the CFL. You say, I want to go to the NFL.
Bro,
if you're a
that's not
basketball
right.
player, if you're a basketball player, you don't say, yo, I want to go play in the. I don't want to go play in the D League.
Bro,
I want to play in the D League.
that's not the
That's the
same.
same thing.
Oh
Same
my
thing.
God.
Listen. You're playing. Listen, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you like this. When you
Say anything.
when you're independent, you're playing on a whole different.
Right,
You're
right.
looking at different metrics. So yeah, I'm number one. Okay, cool.
Okay.
When
All
you're
right.
playing in the league, it's a whole different thing.
Well, how about this then? To kind of like not necessarily neutralize it out, but to kind of again,
Wow.
Right. Would you advise someone who let's say who has garnered an amount of success online, but like we always say, followers or fans do not equal dollars. Would you advise them to go against signing with a major who might have the backing?
I would say get you a smart manager and a smart lawyer and get yourself a good deal.
That resembles what?
That might resemble
That resembles
an
what?
independent deal.
Right.
That's what I would say. But listen, that you're still signed to a
Right.
major corporation.
Okay.
So don't like it's he's over here trying to smoke and mirror you. No. Don't let him do that. You don't want you to have competition.
Wow.
As an artist, you have to do things on your own. You have to be independent, but up to a certain point, because a major record label can't get you any fans. They can't get you a fan base. They can't do the work for you. I'm saying that when it's time, once you've done all those things on your own, and when you've done those things on your own, you're able to negotiate a better deal for yourself. That, like I said, might resemble an independent
More
deal,
leverage.
but yeah. So you have to do the work, and you have to do it independent up to a certain point. But if you're trying to take it to the next level, you need certain help that you're not gonna be able to do on your own.
Okay.
Facts.